I was thinking a lot about what I wanted to talk about tonight. And I was going back and forth on a bunch of different topics. And I just kept getting pulled back to this, almost like in no way am I a pastor, but almost like in the vein of a pastor, kind of getting pulled to a sermon, if you will, kind of getting pulled to like a message that was on my heart. And the message that kept coming to me over and over was, we are entering into a new season. I think so many of us are coming out of this winter season and into the spring season, right? The snow is melted mostly, unless you're in some of these states where there might be some snow up in the mountains or something like that still. But snow is going away. The green is coming back. Things are coming alive again. If you've got children, you're noticing your children are getting back outside again. They're not sitting inside cooped up all the time. They're running around in the yard. If you notice when you're driving around, you're putting your windows down a little bit, as opposed to turning the heat on when you get in the car. It's a little bit of a new season that we're coming into. And that's what I want to focus on right now, is this new season, because I think so many of us are entering into a new season in our lives as well. And I want to think about what a new season brings. I heard a leader say this the other day. Million Dollar Earner was talking about, in order to find long-term success in this business, you must be consistently resetting and relaunching your business. And I thought that fits so well in with the seasonality mindset, the seasonality concept of seasons are always changing, and with it, so are we. So in this new season, I want us to be able to fall in love with the things that we are most passionate about here at the Happy Co. One thing that I find is that people will maybe falsify their liking of a certain product or a certain something because they feel as though that is the script. That is what we're supposed to be focused on right now. That is the cup and a cap. That's the mental process, whatever it might be. In this new season, I want all of us to be able to adopt what it is that we love most about the Happy Co. What it is that you love most about the Happy Co. I have met with people over and over where I travel, and I have people come up to me and say, Taylor, I don't like coffee. I don't drink coffee. I feel disingenuous talking about a coffee product. I know that the world drinks it, but I can't get excited about it. And to them, I say, this lemonade is unbelievable. Our shakes, I'll tell you what, I've told this to you before. I am a big proponent of product validity. And a lot of my decision in coming to the Happy Co was around these products. And I can't tell you how good it feels to have our 15-year-old, who has most recently just decided that she was going to start getting active, start running a little bit, that every day since she tried our Happy Shake, she has decided to get outside and go run. She made herself a Happy Shake one night. That night, about an hour later, she was down on the treadmill. She came upstairs. She said, Mom, Taylor, I ran 4 miles. We're like, what? What? Every day since, she has been up here and going and grabbing our Happy products. Again, in this season, I want us to fall in love with these products again. What I've talked about in a lot of our calls and a lot of our calls is to fall in love with what it is that we represent, not just fall in love with the idea of it, not fall in love with the opportunity, not fall in love with the community, but fall in love with these products and let them resonate through you. This season right now is all about rebirth. It's all about new life. It's all about growth and allowing what was once dead to come back to life again. I think that we as the Happy Co need to adopt that philosophy, and coming into this spring, we need to say, look, this is This is my time to activate. This is my time to be a product of the product. How many of you can say that you are a product of the product, that are using these products every single day of your life? That's huge. Yes, I am me. Yes. That's big. I want you to remember what life was like before you were taking these products. I want you to think about that for a minute. Brittany and I have talked about this a little bit. After you've been on products for a while and you have that amazing benefit, you almost, after so long of a time, it becomes normal to you. That increased feeling, that increased energy becomes normal, and you start to go, well, maybe they're not working for me anymore or anything like that. But every time I've talked to anyone on the road over the last few weeks, we have had person after person say that they went on a vacation and they forgot their product, or they went off it for a few days. How many people here have gone off their product for a few days and noticed an insane difference? And so what I know is that we at the Happy Co have something special. I study a lot of other companies. It's what I do for a living. So the only time many of you will ever hear about other network marketing companies is if someone on your team leaves to go to one. That's about the only real time that you're ever gonna hear about another network marketing company, unless you're searching yourself. But if you're happy here at the Happy Co, you don't really have a need to go look elsewhere. And the only time, like I said, you're hearing about something is if someone leaves. But my job is to study this profession as a whole. My job is to know what's going on with all the companies. And what I'll tell you is, I need to remind you this. You need to be reminded of this, I believe, from time to time. Is that you are representing the strongest company in the entire network marketing space. And I don't weigh strong on revenue. That's not how I weigh strength. I weigh strength based on opportunity. That's how I weigh strength. And I don't think that there is a better place in our entire profession to find an opportunity for long-term generational success than here at the Happy Co. But I need you to believe that. I need that to be in your head. I'm here. I made the decision. There were 60 other companies that I could have gone and chose to work for, knocking on my door, telling me to go. I chose to be here. And it's not out of some whatever. It's because I saw not only that the product strength was untouched, that the corporate structure with Garrett and Sylvia was unmatched, that the field culture that each and every one of you have worked so hard to create is unparalleled in this space, but the opportunity and the timing were as ripe as they've ever been. And for a lot of you, some of you might feel like that season might have passed. Some of you have been here for a few years, might have felt. What I'm telling you is we haven't even gotten started yet. We have not even gotten started yet. This season that we're entering into now, I want to imagine each and every one of you as a tree that has basically been in a hibernation state for this winter. You have shed your leaves. Some of you have lost some team members. You've shed your leaves. You've shed some stuff. You've let it go. You can't go into the new season with old leaves. So you let it go. And now you're coming into this new season. And it's time to regrow. It's time to rebuild. It's time to come back to life. If you're a brand new person here, if you're someone that's new to the Happy Co, I want you to know that this is a season where everyone is locking arms together, and we are all about forward momentum, simplicity, and duplication. Those are the only things that we want you to be focused on. I'll say it again and again and again. Our job here at the Happy Co, our job as network marketing professionals, is to become professional relationship builders. To build and build relationships. From there, our job is to identify a problem within the people that we're building those relationships with. And from identifying that problem, our only job is to open the door to a potential solution, to an opportunity that could solve their potential problem. That is it. And I need each and every one of you to adopt that. I need each and every one of you to kind of, like I've said before, fall in love with the fact that this business has nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you. So many of you take it so personal, so emotional. It is not of you what others choose to do with the opportunity that you present them with. But it is of you to continue to go, to continue to find those people. Because say you brought in Taylor, I sponsored 10 people, no one's done anything, maybe number 11 will. Taylor, in my 2 years of being here, I've sponsored 100 people, and it's, I still don't have the momentum. Ricky and Jessica Durant said over their 4 years that they've sponsored about, 300 or 400 people. I bet Brittany Beck is probably around the same numbers. And she can identify between 5 and 10 people that helped her make over $1 million a year. Your goal is to find those like-minded, like you, and you're going to have to sift through a lot of 10 percenters, a lot of 20 percenters, a lot of 50 percenters, a lot of 80 percenters, a lot of people that get all the way up to diamond and then say they fall apart and they leave because the stress of whatever they created for themselves was too much. That is not of you. Like Robin Williams tells Matt Damon 100 times in a row in Good Will Hunting. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. I'll say it until you break down crying 100 times, ladies and gentlemen. You need to let go and move on to the next. Move on to the next. Because I promise you, as soon as you find 100%, or as soon as you find someone that is like-minded, like you, coachable, willing, hungry, all of those that came before will be worth it. Because they sharpened your axe. They sharpened you. They helped you become better so that you could be the person you needed to be for that 100%er that came into your organization. In this season, we need to adopt some new ideologies in order for us to allow the growth that we want to happen in our lives. If you're ready for a change, say I in the comments. Say, I'm ready. I'm ready. Put it in the comments. I am ready. I'm ready. I'm ready of feeling like I've got more to give in this world. I'm ready to step into my full potential. I'm ready to get uncomfortable. I'm ready to focus on others more than myself. I'm ready to let go of the fear of rejection because it's a selfish fear that's only focused about me and not about them. If I had the cure for cancer, would I care if I gave it to someone and they said no? I'd say, you're crazy. God bless you. No, I'm ready. I'm ready to let go of these things. I'm ready to let go of the chains that have held me back for too long to tap into the person that I'm ready to be. I'm ready. And what does I'm ready really mean? I'm ready means I'm ready to get out of the way. I'm ready to get out of the way. I'm ready to get these tools in the way. I'm ready to be a professional friend maker. I'm ready to make 1 million phone calls over the next 48 hours. And my only goal is going to be identify problems in my friends and my family's lives. My only goal is to going to be connect with all of those that I have on my list that I have been too scared to reach out to up until this point. Tomorrow morning or tonight, as soon as I'm done with this call, I'm making a declaration. Then I'm picking up the phone and I'm not setting it down until I find someone that I can bless their life or I pass out trying. My father did this incredible speech, and at the culmination of that speech, he gave an analogy, an ideology of going to the top of a mountain, climbing to the top of a mountain. And along that journey, all the obstacles that will come in your way, in your path, that will try to knock you back down. And one of my favorite quotes, one of my favorite things my father has ever said, and I can hear him saying it in a voice younger than mine, is you will either find me dead on the side of the mountain, or I will get to the top, but I am not coming down. And ladies and gentlemen, when you get that kind of resolve about your success, when you get that kind of resolve about changing other people's lives, when you get that kind of concrete sincerity in your mission and your goals going forward, you become an untouchable, an unmovable force that it does not matter who calls you crazy. It does not matter who says this is stupid. It doesn't matter who comes in your business and leaves. It doesn't matter who comes into your business and creates some. You are bulletproof. That is what I want for each and every one of you. But it's a mindset. It's nothing that I can give you. I can't give you a magic pill that is going to all of a sudden make you bulletproof. I can't give you, our products are not going to make you bulletproof. You cannot attend enough Tony Robbins trainings to make you bulletproof. At the end of the day, it is going to be a choice that each and every one of you is going to have to decide to make. And it's your choice to make. But what I know is that when a large enough body of people get linked and like-minded on a particular goal, they can change the world. For real. They can change the world. You guys think of us getting to $1 billion as that's like a landmark. A lot of people say we're going to be the next $1 billion company and all that stuff. Do you know what $1 billion means to me? $1 billion a year means that we are touching hundreds of thousands of lives. That's all that means to me. It gets me emotional to even say it out loud. Many people don't ever get to see that. Don't ever get to feel what that feels like. Mainly because of the short-term satisfaction outweighed the long-term dream. What I'm asking for each and every one of you is to see the long-term dream. I'm asking you to, I believe that a lot of people overestimate what they can do in a year and they underestimate what they can do in 10. Think about that. I want you to get consistent. I want you to be tactical. I want you to look at this business and this jolt of this new season is you don't wake up one morning and every leaf on that tree is automatically grown in. And it's beautiful like that. It doesn't happen overnight, ladies and gentlemen. The season comes in stages. That tree is going to come to life slowly, but consistently. Every day, a little bit better. Every day, a little bit greener. Every day, a couple more leaves. I say that to say, do not come out of this call and go make 8,000 phone calls in the next 3 days thinking that that's going to be a consistent pattern for you to be able to repeat going forward. What I want you to do is to identify the time that you can give to this business very clearly. How many hours a day can I dedicate to this business? And then I want you to get deadly specific. I want you to be, your income producing hours are untouchable by the outside world. And those income producing hours are spent doing just that. But whatever you set up for those hours are consistent and can be repeated week after week after week after week. Because like I said, what if it took you 10 years? What if it took you 10 years of consistent behavior, consistently reaching out, consistently building new relationships, having people come and go consistently in your organization for 10 years for you to get to Triple Crown Ambassador and make $150,000 a month for the rest of your life? Would it be worth it? Put in the comments, would it be worth it? Yes or no? 10 years of consistent behavior. Ladies and gentlemen, then stop feeling like you got to do it in the next 60 days. It's time to get consistent with our efforts. And then we feel all bogged down. We've said this before, ladies and gentlemen, goals are amazing. Goals are necessary. But the second that you tie your self-worth to a goal, it becomes an expectation, and expectations are toxic. You got to have goals, but do not make the mistake of attaching your self-worth to your goals. This is going to be a beautiful season. But I want it to be one that you can grow into. I want you to grow into it. But I want you to grow up from it. If that makes sense. As you grow, I don't want you to grow repeating the same behaviors, the same patterns. I want you to consistently be plan, do, review your entire business, your entire organization. Plan, do, review. You make a plan to reach out to 50 people, get them in front of the opportunity, get them on a 3-way call. Once you've done that, you review how it went. How did I do? I could have done this a little bit better. I could have said this a little bit better. I could have, done this a little bit better. You review it, and then you make a new plan, and you go do that plan, and then you review it over and over and over again. We are constantly self-checking. We are constantly going back and looking at what we've done to become better than we were before. I want you to grow up in this season. Grow upwards, not downwards, not flat. I don't want this tree to grow like a bonsai that just grows flat and long, plateaus out. I want you to grow up. I said this in an event. I'm sure some of you have probably heard me say this before, but I'll say it again. Tony Robbins gave me the best advice I ever was given in my entire life. He told me, Taylor, if you can find a way to trade your expectations for appreciation, your entire life will change overnight. He said, what most people don't realize is that 99% of this planet lives about 99% of their existence built in expectation. And what a falsity when 99% of all expectations are never met in reality. That hit me like a bag of bricks in the face, ladies and gentlemen. 99% of this planet lives the majority of their existence built in expectation. And what a falsity when 99% of expectations are never met in reality. So why not instead choose to change and trade our expectations for appreciation? When you're expecting a new prospect to come in and do something, they don't do it. Do you find frustration with that, or do you find appreciation for what they have brought into your business thus far? When you get in the car and there's traffic, do you get you're frustrated because you didn't expect there to be traffic, or do you find a way to be appreciative that time slowed you down to maybe be more aware of your surroundings? Maybe there was an accident ahead of you that the divine was slowing you down to be away from. Again, everything is a matter of mindset and perspective. We have the ability to change our mindset, to change our perspective. From a very early age, we've been taught to expect. And in every vein of our life, we bring it forward into our adult lives. Many of us have gone through most of our life expecting from people around us. And it is a falsity. I am here to tell you it is a false way to live. Appreciation. Trade it. It took me a year of applicable practice to be able to trade genuinely my expectations for appreciation, and I still have a hard time. I literally gave myself the biggest pat on the back the other day because leaving Washington, no one knows this, but I had the most crazy stressful day leaving Washington to head home on Saturday. It took me 24 hours to get from Washington to Baltimore. It was insane. Delayed flights, canceled flights, endless drive. It was nuts. But again, to be able to stay calm in that season, to be appreciative for what it was. I made some beautiful relationships. I met an amazing pilot, had some incredible conversations, had an amazing meal that I wouldn't have had otherwise. I found ways to be appreciative. I got to FaceTime some friends and family in my life that I wouldn't have talked to had I been on that plane. Everything is a choice. And that's what I want to get out to you right now, is that what you do coming out of this call is a choice. What you do when you wake up tomorrow morning, that's a choice. And they're your choices to make. But for every single person that said, I'm ready on this call, if you really meant that, then when you get off of this call, I want you to, like, straight up, I want you to get so fired up. I want you to do jumping jacks. I have a trampoline right over here. Everyone that gets on this call before with me, all the co-hosts know that I jump on my trampoline before I get on every single phone call to pump up my energy. But I want you to feel it. Like, I want you to feel it. I want you to get up and move. I want you to walk around. I want you to make a declaration. I want you to look in the mirror and I want you to say, Taylor, tonight I am deciding that enough is enough. That I am going to get out of my comfort zone, that I am going to choose to be a person of value to every single person in life. They are not going to get away from me without being able to bring value to their life. I want you to get serious about this. I want you to feel it in your heart. I want you to say it out loud. Not just feel my passion, but I want you to look in the mirror and I want you to say it to yourself. Marcy, look in the mirror and say, enough is enough. We've been playing small for too long. We've got more to give this world than what we've given it so far. We've got more to give. We're meant to here to change people's lives, and we've got the ability to do it. It's time. It's time. We have everything that we need. So grateful for each and every one of you. I'm so grateful because I know that you are going to be the framework that is going to create what is going to bring legacy to so many families around this world for so many generations. You don't even realize it right now. I'll get emotional again, but that's what makes me really happy, is you don't even realize it right now. That you are the pillars of framework that is going to create the opportunity for generational wealth, for generation upon generation to find beauty in what it is that we're doing here. That will be an opportunity that will be available to this world because of your efforts. Maybe you don't think that you're important enough, that you're big enough to make that kind of a difference. I want to remind you, Nikki, I want to remind you, you have the power to change this world. You do. Most of you in the coming months are going to find out what it feels like to have someone reach out to you because of the fact that you had courage, because of the fact that you got uncomfortable. You're going to have someone reach out to you in the next few months, and they're going to share a story with you about how, because you came into their life and you presented them with an opportunity, or you presented them with a product, that their life was forever changed for the better because of you. What I can promise you is that there will be no better feeling on the planet Earth than when you have stepped out of your comfort zone, that when you have loved someone more than you have thought about yourself, when you have inserted a genuine solution to a problem that they presented to you, and you have found a way to help them solve their problem. There's nothing greater on this planet than that. I've got some fun news, and then I'm going to go because I'm getting too emotional. But I can't say that yet. I can't say it. I want to say it. I can't say it. Something big is coming. Something big is coming. All I'm going to say is, I'll say this. I've got two things. So I can give you one. The other one I can't really give you. But what I can say to the other one is, if I was going to tell you anything, it would be, how many days are left in the month? 9, 10 days, something like that. Run. Just run. Just go all out. Go all out with the end of the month here. Push till the end of the month here. The second thing, and the news will come by the end of this week. So just know that by the end of this week, you're going to know what's going on and what I'm talking about. Number 2, I want this call has what, about 110, 115 people on it. I want this call to have 500 people on it next week. And I'm going to tell you why. Tell your entire team, tell everybody that you know. But next week, I'm going to be interviewing the incredible Coach Brian Fryer on our Monday Mindset call. So I am going to be bringing him. Coach Brian Fryer is amazing. He did a 45-minute training in our VIP group, and he brought so much value. It was insane. And just again, that group is waiting for anyone that gets 10 points. Any one of you, that group is waiting for you. And those videos are housed in there waiting for you whenever you get in there. I got another one with Darren Kidd that went live. So much value in that video. Oh my gosh, both. And I've got videos coming up with Fraser Brooks and Rob Sperry and my father. And we got a lot of good stuff going in there. But Coach Fryer, next Monday, locked in for Monday Mindset. Get everyone in your team on, as I am going to be interviewing him on the power of mindset in your business. And it's going to be strong. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you tune in to, for sure, the What's Up Weekly this week, as the announcement of the push announcement I made is going to be clarified, and you'll understand what's going on. But I have to make sure we go through the proper channels, that everyone gets to hear it in the right order. I don't want to make anyone mad or anything like that, hurt any feelings. But I'll tell you what I can tell you is, you are here on the Monday Mindset call. And I want you to know that in the vein of brand partners, push. It's time to push this month. And there will be value in it for you. There will be something for you. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you have a beautiful Monday. I hope that you have an amazing rest of your night. I hope that you get on to this Thursday. We're still lining out who's going to be doing the Thursday call, but I'm going to be there for sure. We're going to have one of our amazing leaders on there. We've already got testimonials lined up, but we'll announce all of that via flyers and the What's Up Weekly. But again, thank you so much for taking some time out of your Monday evening. I look forward to seeing you all very soon. I'm going to be in Albany, New York this weekend. So if you're anywhere around Albany, get up there and come see me. Otherwise, get over to Minneapolis in April or any of the other places I'm going to be. But look forward to meeting each and every one of you very soon. Until then, bye for now.